welcome to another Wargame Red Dragon video with me, Bubblebox, and today we're on Chosin Reservoir. And I'll explain what about this game as we start off. So we'll start the game off. I am going to be heading over to Echo and Foxtrot with my Russian and North Korean Alliance deck. I'm sending a Tunguska, a T-72B and a Recon just over towards Echo, and the rest of my units, which compose of another Tunguska, Recon, a Buratino, another Recon, T-72U, T-72U, T-80U, and a couple of other units. Now, I was invited to this game by Pakistan, and got some Celtics flying in there. Pakistan's got his choppers, quite a lot of Celtics with a Tiger spotting and some infantry in the rear. Okay, Klaus is going up the left. The other guy's going up the right. I'm coming in. Now, Pakistan has spotted them. Just pulled back because they've got these Celtics, and what we need is some AA to get in range. Now, they are going to open up on this Mi-24, which has got Iglas, but it's been stunned, unfortunately. It gets one rocket off, actually, and takes out one of their units, which is nice. But then we've got some Tunguskas here just opening up and just managing to get shots on them. And there's a Tiger there. Tiger Recon takes out a BTI. He has managed to drop off his Recon squad though, which is good. Gives us sight on all these units coming in down the road. Okay, so I spread out a little bit. Get my T-80U heading towards their units. Don't have to worry about these Celtics. There's a Buratino going to fire off there, and we've got my T-80U, my Tunguska's heading over here. My Buratino's coming over this direction with the Recon, and I've got my other Tunguska, which I still haven't turned the radar off, and my tank just moving up there, and my Spetsnaz, little Spetsnaz Recon squad moving up to the south there. So we've secured Echo anyway. On the left, there's a big battle ensuing over these buildings here along this road. They're pushed up there really, really quickly, and a bit of a battle going on there. And on the right-hand side, hasn't managed to secure Alpha yet. Hopefully he'll get a command on there, and he's doing a little bit of battle in the middle. But in the meantime, I'm opening up. Managed to find myself some Leopard 1A5 to shoot at with my T-80U. Tunguska's taken out that last Celtic, and there's some Volskim Yaga 90s there. This T-80U of Pakistan here, going to take these guys out, and my T-80U just coming into the tree line. I've got my Tunguska. I turn on the radar because these guns will take out any infantry if they get close enough, and then I turn it off once they're out of range. And my Buratino I'm just sort of kind of manipulating, and I'll use that as and when I need it. And I'm just pushing up my Recon squad just so that we can keep an eye on things. They have managed to secure Foxtrot, and they've got their Tiger Recon in the background. I'm just trying to bring my Tunguska. I'm pretty safe because my Recon has reconned it, so I'm just going to bring it as close as I can. But there's a Mistral there, but my T-72 sitting back here and should manage to take out that Mistral unless they can micro it away. They're pulling it away. I've actually turned it around, and it manages to get down the hill. Okay, the T-80Us are still having a pop at some of these units, but they have managed to get infantry certainly into Foxtrot. Now, usually when you... the reason I'm showing this replay is normally when you have a game, you'll get online, meet your friends, have a couple of games, set them up yourself kind of thing, in control of everything. Oh, what's this coming in here? A Peace Rhine. So after one of the T-80Us gets a hit, but doesn't take it out, and manages to get itself out by the looks of it. Another rocket. I don't think that went down, actually. It might have been my Tunguska. Ooh, did he find a command there? There was a command there. There's a Super Cobra going to take that BTR out. I did see a flash of a command. There it is. There's the command. Command infantry, but I'm not sure whether he'll get that. He's trying to get that command. There's two command infantry. There's the TACOM squad. It did move across, actually. I think they're just moving it around. I think it's still alive. I'm not sure. But normally, yeah. Oh, there's a Fennec 2-2 here, shooting at the T-80Us. I've got my Buratino firing at something as well. We need something to have a go at this Fennec. Oh, my Tunguska's opening up. Takes it out. Nice. Just in time before it gets a rocket into the face of my T-80U. There must have been some infantry in here. I'm firing my Buratino. That Tiger is trying to get a shot on my T-80U. You can see it moving around from killer killer. And I'm just trying to push my Tunguska up to protect my T-80U. Gets a shot off. Oh, it's actually on the Dornier. Okay. Yeah, normally you set up a room, but Pakistan, to play things a little bit different, he goes looking for teams because he always wants like tight games and stuff like that. And sometimes you do get playing like not so good players or not so experienced players. Not everyone plays the game as much as some of us, so they obviously won't be quite as good most of the time, although some of them are, of course. And generally your win rate will go up if you're playing with friends and setting up your own maps and using your own tactics and things. But we joined this game, we're actually fighting against a really good team. And as you can see, although we're doing okay in the middle, we're actually behind on points at this stage. 1,535 to 1,350, although I'm doing okay. And ABCDE, I think he's on the left, he's on the right, has made a good start as well. Although Pakistan has taken ground, he hasn't made a lot of points as yet. He's bringing in some more units. My TATU has found another Leopard 1A5, which they're microing back. So this is a decent team we're playing. And my TATU is going to get a shot in the just in the face there. Manages to push it, pull it back. And I am playing fairly cautious because I know these guys are quite good. Now I do bring in some Boshong Yus in these AA trucks. Really not. I like these because you bring in AA and you bring in you can bring in 4 sets of AA trucks and Boshong Sus, which are okay-ish rifle infantry just for 80 points. That's 20 points each. It's really good value for money, those, I think. And I've also got another set in up here as well. They just provide a little bit of extra AA. They can shoot at infantry as well, but we're trying to just assault these buildings here where we know the infantry are. Now Pakistan's got to be really careful where he brings his units in. I'm bringing all mine in from over on the left here, but you can see he's brought his in from the right, and they've actually been caught out at this junction, although he probably did think it was safe. But there's a load of Marines in here which are going to be tough to dig out. But in the meantime, there's a bit of to and fro in the middle. My Buratino, instead of spending points, I just send it back, but what we're in danger of is we've got pushed back on the left here in Foxtrot. And we need to keep this road open so that I can bring my units in. And there's already a unit sitting right there. So Mr. Claus really needs to try and keep them pushed back beyond this tree line into India if he can. Or we're going to have real problems resupplying at the centre of the map. Which is where me and Pakistan are fighting. So the Tunguska there gets a shot off on the Tiger. Well, that missile just went miles away. Hopefully I'll get another shot, or maybe I won't. But I'm assaulting now with my Boshong Sus. They've got some Sapeurs, but they're at distance, so they're nice and safe. The BTR actually, I think, bumped into them. Is getting me vision on them. Actually, they've moved, so I just head my Boshong Sus forward. I also bring my anti-air Chongs forward as well, just to support these. And when they get visual, these things will fire their machine gun as well. So there you go. Okay, we've got the Spetsnaz firing as well, and the BTR takes them out, no problem. So we've managed just to creep forward a little bit. There's a unit there. The TATU is going to have a bash at that. I'm not sure what it is. Whatever it is, I don't think it is anymore. Can't even see the thing. We're buried right deep. I'm determined to see what this is. It's just an infantry fire. It's just a little truck, I think. And those Razaveks should finish off those ATGMs. He is coming forward with some Falstream Jaeger 90s. I think he's just trying to get them into this building. And I'm just going to get my Boshong Sus over here. There's a big tank there and a Kiowa coming in as well with a little minigun. But I managed to get my Boshong Sus in there. There's a command there as well. And my Tunguska's just managing to pick off their units. They're just like us. They're having problems getting their units into the action as well. However, I have to say it's all killer. It seems to be all killer in the middle here. So I don't know where there's Mathis on that side. And one of them might be playing a kind of a support role. I'm not sure. But we're doing quite well in the middle now. We've managed to push them out of Foxtrot and take that command out as well. And his Tiger is under pressure from the Tunguska. Will it take go? It's gone down. Nice. Takes down the Tiger. So we're doing pretty good in the middle at the moment. Our left flank, he's managed to get up into this tree line. Oh, it's actually Pakistan helping out on the left there. He's moved himself over onto the left. These are his units as well, just stopping them coming across the bridge. And I position my TATU just to take off anything that comes across the bridge as well. Whereas here we know, or I know, there's a lot of infantry in these buildings here, and they are really trying to push forward. So we need to keep this road open. I need to bring my Buratino up as well. Now the Abrams is pushed forward as well. It's TATU against Abrams, and my Tunguska just keeping their units at bay. So Is my T8U going to get a shot off at that Abrams? I'm just pulling back because I think it's a bit damaged. Does get a shot off and gets one in the face as well in return. And is very damaged now, down to 1 health. And I'm really backing it up as fast as I can. And actually gets another shot, but doesn't do any damage. That's amazing. So we're just going to get that back. He really wants to kill that. He's coming forward. But he's coming forward at the same speed as I'm going backwards. So, and there's a T8U sitting here, so he's going to have to be really careful. And he does indeed pull it back, so he doesn't use it. And he's now going up against this T8U instead. He's really manipulating it well. He's backing it up. Oh, actually, well, he's just turned around. I'm not sure why he did that. I think he's just trying to get down the road. He's managed to try and hide it in the bush, but we've got recon on it there. And I bring an Akula in, actually, and I actually managed to snipe it with my Akula. Wow, poor thing. Okay, so that's a big blow for them, taking that Abrams out. My Tunguska there, you can see, is out of radar-guided missiles. I'm bringing in some more Boshong Sus. I did bring in an Akula just to try and... Actually, it was there just to try and sort out their tanks they were pushing in. And I'd try and bring my Buratino, but I'm getting really worried about this road. We're very exposed here. If they can set up here and block this reinforcement point. And I'm taking my T8U back to the fob as well, because at this point I'm using all my points for units and can't really afford to bring in logistics vehicles. And I've put my fob all the way over on this side. I actually left it there by mistake at the start of the game. However, on the right hand side, ABCDE is making a little bit of progress in Alpha. He's managed to push up and take them out, although he still hasn't got a command on Alpha, although he is bringing one up now, as you can see. So Eurofighter there in the background. Pakistan is managing to keep an eye on this bridge, and I am bringing a few things. And I've just put, look, please protect this bridge here. And that T8U, if that gets a shot from something that's just going to go down, that'll be a big point loss there. So, my Akula's flying around, and it's just having a go at these leopards now. Not amazing leopards. Gets taken out by one of the missiles from the Akula. Really nice, these Akulas. Really expensive as well, of course, but look at that. Amazing looking chopper. Really nice models in this game. Really, really nice models. So they're starting to get a bit of artillery on the go now. I just need to hide, get this. Oh, they are hidden now, those Boshong using their Spetsnaz. So we've still got a nice controller Foxtrot. They're bringing in some long-range AA now, some chaps I just noticed there. And I'm just trying to get these Boshong Sus forward to try to get them into a building over here. Got some blocking this bridge. We need to block this bridge off as well. And careful with that Akula, there is a chappie over there. We're perhaps a little bit exposed on this bridge here as well. There are some motor strokes. There's a Prowler coming in and it's looking for my Tunguskas, but I have turned the radar off. And these Chong things here, you can see, stunned this Prowler. Hopefully something will take it out. There's a Q50 firing away, but it's going to get out. Wow, and that Prowler's got a charmed life. Unfortunately, my T8U here is stuck out of fuel, so I need that to be refueled if I'm going to repair it on the fob. So hopefully someone... Oh, I actually bring out a repair truck here just to try and get that moving again. I also need to resupply my Tunguskas because I've got slight lack of AA here now, or AAs, or supplied AA anyway. Now it looks like they're bringing in some more Marines in these LVTPs. Now will they be going across the bridge? Probably. Indeed they are. So we're fairly well prepared for them to come over. There's a chopper there on the bridge. So they're going for the buildings. And they've got to the buildings as well. But I am opening up there, you can see, with the Buratino. We saw them coming. And they are giving fire to something. Oh, it's my Boshong Sus there. And the Buratino comes in as well. Manages to stun those Marines. Unfortunately, my Boshong Sus are stunned as well at the moment. But a nice barrage there. Beauchamps still a little bit outclassed, but they've still got 28 Marines here, so these are going to need some support from somewhere. Oh, I do pull them back, in fact. And there's LVTPs with their grenade launchers are going to definitely stun these guys. And a bit of artillery coming in as well. So they are getting a decent foothold just over the bridge. Probably should have responded a bit quicker with something else, but going to lose those guys. Meanwhile, my T-80U has managed to make its way to the fob, and I'm bringing in another tank T-80U as well, so I'll have a couple of them on the field. As my T-72B creeps forward at last to give these Beauchamps a bit of support. Down to one. He's holding on. I could have, of course, turned the turn the weapons off. There's another LVTP going down there, and the Marines are moving, but they've just come into range of the machine gun, and these are really good actually. They're really fast firing, as you can just see. And I'm not sure what happened. Did I kill it? I'm not sure. Okay, anyway, the T-72B is trying to finish off these LVTPs as they start now. Looks like Smersh, not Smersh, a Mars attack maybe? I can't remember what, it looks like a Mars. But I'm not sure what they're shooting at or what they think they're shooting at. Now my Tunguska's moving over this direction for some reason. Some stuff is coming over the bridge. We haven't got a lot to protect ourselves anymore, so Fuchs. I should have my tanks coming up. My T-80U's back here, so I need to move that up north a little bit. My other T-80U's ready. I need to move that, and I'm bringing in a load more Beauchamps to try and retake this region in Foxtrot. Point-wise, we have just crept into the lead. Well, got a decent-ish lead of 500 points. Just about holding on the right-hand side, although his command's been pushed out, and there's an SBS squad coming in. Hunting for his command, so he's got to be really careful or it's going to go down. He's moving it. Yeah, I think he's just about saved it, but he is in danger of getting flanked here. He has sent a BTR across there to try to prevent that from happening. On the left, again, we're managing just to get up in this tree line. It's Pakistan again, and Mr. Klaus is helping him. But again, I'm more worried about, there's loads of infantry in these buildings. They are trying to push up a different route. Now, spotted the Marines, and everything's opening up. As soon as they get spotted, I've got all of these Huaxiong Chongs, which open up with their little guns. And we get spotted, as you can see, just really, really fast firing as soon as those Marines try and move out of the building. And I've got some more Beauchamps coming in to try and just get these buildings back for us. Meanwhile, my other T-80U has managed to make its way from the fob into the battle, and my other Beauchamps are soon to make their way onto the battlefield as well. So it's still pretty tight. Two good teams go head to head. This is what you get, a nice tight battle. They'll probably do even on this kind of a flank. We've got a little bit of an advantage in the middle, and they've got an advantage on the right hand side at the moment, bringing the SAS forward to attack these Yukidong 90s. That could be quite an interesting little battle. Who will? 10 SAS or 10 Yukidong 90s? I think the Yukidong days should take this with their machine gun and everything. Should. Yeah, they've stunned the SAS. Oops. Yeah, they're going down. I think are they finished off? I think they are. Nice. But he is still being pressured over this side. He's really short on units now, and he's just had his command taken out. Okay, meanwhile, in the middle, we've got the Mars attack again. This time they are targeting some tanks. Pakistan, who's helping out on the left here. Now, is that us napalming, or is that them with a bomber? I'd actually missed that. So they could be trying to advance down here, unless that's us napalming. I fear it might be them though. Oh, and meanwhile, managed to take out those Marines in those buildings and get some Bochong-Sus forward. And I've got my... Oh, actually, they were already there, weren't they? We've got some more Bochong-Sus coming up, which I unload onto this bridge. Oh, I must have moved them across into there and replaced them with those. Although there's some ATGMs coming in to attack my trucks. So there's ATGMs sitting over here somewhere. And my Bochong-Sus have moved into these buildings, and it looks like all the Marines have been killed. Oh, no, there's a few left. So these things open up really quickly with their guns. Should do away with those Marines in no time. Just get another round off, surely. We should be able to finish them anyway. Oh, there's 4 warriors there. Oh, they're right on the other side of the map. Okay, so we are back in control of Foxtrot. Now what we need is a command on there. I think I do bring one in eventually. At the moment, I'm bringing in another Tunguska because there are a lot of planes flying around, and they are starting to artillery a lot more. I think that's an ATACMS. Just bombing the hell out of... Oh, is it an ATACMS? Maybe. No, it's not an ATACMS, is it? It's not powerful enough. But they are starting to artillery us now. So I need to keep my big stuff moving around. And meanwhile, on the left, it's as you were kind of here. A bit of a backwards and forwards going on. There's a nice IKV up there. TATU. STRV. There's a unit in there as well. They still can't quite get across this bridge. And they have indeed got infantry into these buildings now. And he's trying to push back. This is Motorstrelky 90s. Not the best in the world, but okay, I think. Let's have a quick look at their stats. Yeah, they're okay. Just okay. Oh, it's Pakistan again. I'm bringing up more supplies, so I'm kind of taking over in the middle while Pakistan's helping out on the left, and that leaves the right side still being held by just one guy, and he is... No, he's holding. He's holding. But we'll push back a little bit, but he is managing to hold his... line there. He's on his own over that side, and the artillery does continue to rain in, and that is a Mars, I think. Certainly AP rounds falling, so I do have to pull my Tunguska and the rest of my AA back from there, but I do go forward with my TATU and my Tunguska and my other TATU on this side to try to stop them encroaching across the bridges. So they've got an automatic up there. These things can be deadly to infantry, and they probably took out those Motorstrelky. And that's going to sit there proudly, not even bothering to hide, because nothing can get near it. But more infantry are coming in. And as far as the points are concerned, you can see the enemy are back in the lead by 500, 600 points. So they've made some gains there in the last sort of 10 minutes or so. But the centre's still fairly secure. Where's that Buratino firing? From right over there? Right, it must be firing over into these buildings, perhaps. Yeah, it's firing over into those buildings. Eventually. Oh no, he's turned it off. He's had second thoughts. I wondered if he needs to target that automatic, get that out of the way. Now they are pressuring this guy on the right, ABCDE, quite heavily. We've got Panzer General Sam. He's managed to get some missiles off of these T-72s that are just sitting in the open, and he hasn't got a lot of... His biggest problem here is lack of AA. He's got two sets of Iglas, and to be honest, that's about it, and he hasn't really got any recon out at the moment. So, yeah, AA and recon, really, really important, and he hasn't got any on this side just at the moment. These Iglas are a bit blind. And there's a load of units coming down the road. Some tanks, some infantry carrying vehicles, all sorts. And he's only got BTRs. So we're in a bit of danger here on the left, on the right rather. Still okay in the middle. I brought out a Smersh to try and support around the map a little bit now that I've got the centre under control. Although I am getting quite marsed quite heavily at the moment. And I want someone to get rid of that automatic, because that is really it does my head in when there's an automatic sitting out in the open and no one kills it. So, more artillery pouring in, this time on the right hand side. They're bringing in planes that they know there's not a lot of AA over here, I think. So they're starting to bring their planes, although, yeah. Mostly they're air superiority fighters. And they're just hunting for a bit of, yeah, for some seed, for some radar missiles as well. So it looks like he's probing with a VAB. I think this is just kind of a recon thing going on here, just to see what shoots at him. They've been pushed back a little bit here. They're fighting over these buildings that have been napalmed. Oh, that must have been the Buratino this time. And the enemy, I've managed to kind of regain control here, so we need to make sure we keep this road nice and clear. Very, very important. Now at last I bring a command out for the centre, and in fact specifically for Foxtrot, just to get that over onto Foxtrot. And they are making a bit of ground here, managing to get the enemy. There's quite a lot of units. If that automatic opens up on the infantry are going to get murdered, but the automatic I think has just gone down. Nice. That's what I wanted to see. Now Mid actually managed in the end, at last, to bring in a logistics chopper to resupply and repair all of these. Most of them are my anti-air units, and to resupply my Buratino as well, which is good. And I'm smurshing. I'm trying to help this guy out on the right a bit. I spot a whole load of warriors coming in. I did smursh them, although they did move them, which means I'm smurshing in slightly the wrong position now. This is a pain. So this guy's getting pushed back on the right. I did notice it, and that's why I'm trying to help him with my smurshes at the moment. I think this was a medium income game, so we don't get masses of points, so we've got to look after our units to a certain extent. MI6 is out of fuel now, needs to go back to base. What is this coming in? It's a fighting Falcon. So it's going to come round and it's going to bomb probably these units, maybe these, probably here. Let's have a look. It might be going for the tank Chosin. Oh no, it's going for these back buildings. So a nicely aimed bomb there. A nice infantry battle on that over on the left there. Managing at last to get my command forward, which I'm going to stick in this trees here. And on the right hand side, oh, he's been pushed right back now. We've got to be really careful because the spawn point for us here is there, just over the bridge, and that is exposed now. They're still also 500 points in the lead and pushing us back on the right. We've still got the middle. We're going to get some more points soon once I get hold of Foxtrot. And the battle is basically just continuing in the middle here as it's been going all the time. And I'm just running around with my Smersh, resupplying my units in the middle to make sure they stay nice and strong in case they try to attack. There is an AMX Milan, but I've got my Beauchamp Sus and my T-ATU. Looks like that must have been a recon unit there, just been taken out. And next we're going to get a shot off on this AMX. Bang. Okay, it's a cheap unit, but a nice kill all the same. So a little bit of progress being made in the middle, but getting short on units here. Only 9 squad, 2 squad, or 1 squad. And a little MI4A that's soon to run out of rockets. Now I do decide to help a little bit on the left here to try and get these buildings, because I really am concerned about losing this bridge. So I bring in a Buratino, which I will use shortly, for the left hand side. And ABCDE is still on his own on the right hand side. They are artillerying this building in which he had his Gongbyong, so he's having to move them out. And they're bringing in gazelles now to have a spy to see what's going on and around this bridge. and they've got a substantial lead now, and only 10 minutes left. So it looks like that Viking Fulton has had another bombing mission, and they have regained control of these buildings pretty much, although there are still some more infantry coming in. I am trying to bring my Buratino forward, although it's taking an age. So I'm kind of just set up the middle now, and I've kind of left it. I'm not going to be trying to push forward across these bridges because I know these are a good team and they're going to pick me off. So basically I'm going to sit there and I'm going to try and help out my fellow player. First of all on the left, I think that's the way I went in the game. And on the right hand side, this guy, oh, he's got some AA, but the artillery is still coming in. So he's going to drop off a bit of AA there. I think he's trying to keep their recon chopper at bay, perhaps. Not sure. Oh, what's this coming down the road? Warriors with infantry. Okay. So it looks like they're making a push for the crossroads on the right hand side here. Oh! Okay, yeah, they're definitely making a push for the crossroads. The Gongbiongs have managed to get themselves into that building, or the 5 that are left, but then all these warriors, got a couple of leopards coming down the road, we've got some more units coming in behind, we've got some cheap trucks here, maybe with infantry in, more warriors behind them. Quite a lot of stuff, and it's all going to be encroaching on this left-hand side, on this right-hand side rather. In the meantime, I have fired my Buratino off, which has stunned their units in here, and there's a lot more infantry coming in. The Fighting Falcon here coming in for another bombing run, but there's not a lot of AA. Again, we're lacking AA on the left-hand side as we were on the right-hand side, which isn't good. As I bring another chopper to finish resupplying these units, my Buratino's on its way back to the fob. My Smersh has been firing away, it's not just been sitting there. But this is a real danger that we're going to lose our input, and in fact this is the only air spawn that we've got. If we lose that, and they've got quite a lot of units, and F1 1C coming a bombing run right over the Choma hose. Wow, okay, that's not good. He's got a Pongi, 2 Pongi there, but again, that's just not enough AA in my opinion anyway. There's a Tornado IDS coming in as well. It's going to bomb those Pongays, isn't it? It's actually missed. He's managed to get them out of the way. So I'm not sure if this is 2 players attacking on this side. Should have checked that really. But they have now got control of Delta, Charlie and Alpha, and they're pressurising our base, and they have a slim lead now down to 200 points. Now in the meantime over here I have actually bought a lot of my units. I've pulled out a centre. Mainly it's my AA units and the Buratino and a bit of recon, because I could just see there's not enough anti-air over here. So I've brought them all back, so we're going to provide them with anti-air on this side. There's another Falcon is making, I mean, he knows that he hasn't been shot at for the last 2 or 3 trips out, so he's just going to come again and again and again until with his 1,000-kilo bombs, until he eventually gets shot at. And yeah, I put up the defense marker up there. We're in trouble on the right hand side. The command is being moved, but it doesn't look good. There's the Flying Falcon. This time we've got AA and it gets taken down. Nice. Now I brought in some Tretsnaz that contain Spetsnaz, and I'm hoping to use them against these Marines and their Volksgymjägers in the buildings. They should be able to cut them down. Well, there's quite a lot of infantry there now. We're doing not too bad on that side, but the big worry is this side, that we're about to lose our spawn and our air spawn as well. So the Tornado comes in for another bombing run. This time is it going? Oh, no. I'm going to lose my fob as well. Didn't kill too much, to be honest. But these warriors are quite potent weapons. He's got some little trucks moving across as well. It's a shame he just didn't have one big tank sitting there. Oh, that's quite a lot of stuff. Quite a lot of stuff moving across there. Try to take control of this region. which they have successfully pushed us out. Which ain't good news. Now we are almost level on score, still 5 minutes to go, but we have lost. In fact, they've taken it. They've got a command on Bravo now, so we're in trouble there. The F-11C is back in for another bombing run. He might even kill his own units if he's not careful. Meanwhile, on the right-hand side, my Schwetzlers are still sitting there. I'm just pushing forward my anti-air. I can see these Lynxes. There's some Lynxes in the background here. Really, just little troop carrier choppers, really. Just shooting at these VDVs. And I'm just trying to get these guys up to try and shoot at them. Try and get a line of sight somehow over these mountains. But we are managing to push them back on the left-hand side here now. Nothing much is happening in the middle because I'm just sitting there. Nothing is happening. All the action is on the edges. We've got Mathis. Yeah, we have got two players on the left here now. Mathis and Punzaguren. And the biggest problem is the right-hand side at the moment, where we've got Panzergren and Killer and Nero. So there's a few 2.5 players kind of attacking on this side. So yeah, Pakistan has actually gone to the right-hand side a little bit to help out. And they have a slim lead now. Slim lead, 3 minutes to go. Finally managed to get my ass together and move forward my Shresnets containing the Spetsnaz. My Buratino has fired again somewhere. And Pakistan just trying to hold the corner plot in Bravo. The scores are very close. SDRV on the mountain, firing down into the valley. What a lovely position, look at that. And take a shot at anything. Bit of artillery going down there as well. This game looks so good up close. I think they're actually targeted my Smershes, which I'm trying to move. Just takes a hit though, and I lose it. Wow. So my Spetsnaz have finally got themselves in. We have finally got control of these buildings. And what we're worried about now is them just sweeping across from Bravo. Now it looks like Pakistan's brought in a nice T-80U over to this side in these trees. Or he's probably going to keep going and try to retake Bravo. But I can imagine they're sending units across here. Oh, he is actually stopping till he gets some recon, hopefully. Yeah, here comes the recon. I've still got one Smersh, resupplying my Buratino, holding the middle. Not doing a lot else, to be honest. I'm just sending my recon squad over just to make sure they're not coming down this road here. And they've managed to get themselves a 400-point lead at this point with just 1 minute and 50 seconds to go, which ain't good. And we've got a T-80U and a command being targeted by this Tiger, and no AA again. There's a Spag coming up, but it's way back. And that Tiger, if that had gone forward, it could have taken these guys out. Apart from that, the battle seems to have kind of ended on the left here. I think our team are more worried about this sector over here now. There's a couple of bombers coming in. An F-11C and the Hornet. The Hornet's going for the T-80U. The Spag's opening up. There's a Pongay. If he stops that Pongay, which he has done, can take that Hornet out. Nice, took that out. And the F-11C even. Pongay is out of ammo. And the Tornado's going to escape. Wow. There's that Tiger. So we pulled a few units back, a few points back there, but not enough. We still need a few more. As they are to make an assault onto our buildings here, I need to push my Spetsnaz forward to help out. I'll bring in my Buratino back for another go. On this side, I have brought in a KA-52, which has got AA capabilities and is a decent recon. Now, there's another plane coming in. I'm just hoping someone's going to get shots on that. The KA-52 actually gets a shot. It's a Nighthawk. So, yeah, it dodges. It dodges it. There's an AMX rolling 3 there. I've got to be really careful. There's a Leopard 2. A Leopard 1A5 there. Now I'm after this tiger is what I'm after, but I've got to be really careful with that. I want AA. I've only got 2 shots and take it out. Brilliant. And hopefully I pull that back now. Hopefully. Yes. Yes. Good. And the Spetsnaz are still in that building, and it's GG, game ends. And the enemy did just get a win there. So yeah, so that was a really nice tight game. Really enjoyed it. Really competitive game. Me and Pakistan managed to get the middle. And we did okay on the flanks, and then the right flank kind of crumbled a little bit. They made very good use of aircraft. I don't know where their players to. We probably got double teamed on the right. That's where it crumbled a little bit. But I think we did okay. We just lost the game. Really unfortunate. If we'd got another, maybe one of their big planes down, we might have got a draw out of it. But GG. Thanks for watching as well, guys. You can't win them all. And there's always someone out there that's going to be better than you. So just remember that. And please do comment, like, and subscribe. And I'll see you in the next one.